Hey guys, and welcome back to another snippet of Hearthstone. Last time we created this custom hunter deck, which is pretty bad at the moment. I've not even unlocked any basic cards for the hunter yet, so obviously it's not going to be a good deck. And we can now do basically test matches against AI enemies, which is probably what the first few episodes will be. So let's just randomly choose the priest. I do not like the priest. I don't like playing against him. I have also unlocked expert mode enemies, but I'm definitely not facing them with the basic deck I have at the moment. And all in all,
versus Anduin.
all in all,
Shall bring victory.
this is a very casual kind of game. It's very quick and simple. I could now choose to discard some of these cards, or rather I could shuffle them back and get different ones in case I don't want them on my starting hand. But that's fine, they're all fairly cheap, so I'm confirming. So my opponent had the first move. No, actually I had the first move. We'll get to some more details about that later. You'll see down here, that's my mana crystals. I only have one at the moment, which is full, so 1 out of 1. I have one and that one is full. I can't pay anything, because all the things I have cost 2 or more. So these, like the hexagons with numbers in them, that's mana costs basically. So this one costs 5, as you see, the top left of the card tells you how much it costs. And so on. So I can't really do anything at the moment, because I only have 1 mana to spend. Anything I have costs 2 or more, so ending my turn. And my enemy was in a similar situation, so he didn't do anything either. Now I do have 2 mana, so I could summon a creature. And I'm just going to summon this Bloodfen Raptor.
Done.
And very similar to Magic the Gathering, in case you've played that game, there's a summoning sickness, so this creature cannot attack this turn yet. There's also a mechanic to bypass that, but at the moment this one can't attack, so I'm out of options again, ending the turn. And he instantly uses a smite to get rid of it. I now have 3 mana, so I can play the Iron Fur Grizzly, which is stronger. And it has the ability to taunt.
Job done.
What taunt means is that normally, if my enemy has a creature, he could attack me directly. But if I have a creature with taunt, he has to target that first. As long as I have creatures with taunt out on the field, he cannot target me or any other creatures with his normal attacks. If he has a spell that deals damage, he can point that anywhere, but his creatures have to get rid of my taunters first, so that's a very important tactical thing. And you can play around with the battlefield a little, it's kind of fun, but anyway. I wouldn't wait and explain as much against a real player, because I feel that would be a little, I don't know, not really rude, but I prefer not to let a real player wait that much. As you can see, I now have 4 mana, and so I can just play Tracking first. Tracking is a very good card early on in the game, I think. It's like later on it's becoming a little less useful to my mind. It allows me to look at the top 3 cards of my deck, and I can draw 1 and discard the others. So any of these cards I get, the others are gone. And I choose my hyenas. My Savannah Highmane, who can summon hyenas when he dies. Death Rattle is basically an effect which takes place when the creature in question dies. And here we have the charge mechanic on this Stone Tusk Boar. That's basically saying that he can attack the turn he was summoned. And finally I'll play the Imani Berserker.
It's time for a little blood.
When he takes damage, when he has taken damage, when he's no longer at 3 health, he just gets an attack bonus. And now I attack his monkey with my bear. And he's
We
His
must
turn.
cleanse the Sunwell.
I'll talk about that coin card later. And that's the annoying thing priests can do. They can heal themselves and their creatures for using the hero ability. I'll get to that in a bit. Okay, I'm summoning... I would guess this one. If he has half a brain, and he's an AI, so he might not have, he can destroy quite a lot of my creatures next turn. I'm probably going to lose the Berserker at any rate, because he's going to use the Shattered Sun Cleric to destroy the Berserker.
Who you want me killed?
So I'm just using that one to get rid of his taunt first. And now I can attack him directly, because I can bypass that creature. And last but not least, I can use my hero power, because I don't have anything else to spend my mana on. Which is Steady Shot. For 2 mana I do 2 damage to the enemy hero.
Job done.
And it's his turn now. I don't like that Berserker. And as promised, he destroyed my card. Okay, I now have 6 mana, so I can summon my High Mane, which when it dies I get 2 hyenas, which should count as beasts, so that's good. And again, I can ignore his Berserker, and I should really do that because it has a lot of health. I couldn't kill it, but whenever I damage it, it becomes stronger. Gains a bonus of +3 attack. I honestly find that card a little overpowered, considering its price. Not that I'm really complaining, I could use it as well, so that's fine. But still, there's like, to my mind, there's a few balance problems left in the game. And there's a bit of a conundrum for me now, because I could use my High Mane to destroy his Berserker, but I can't actually do that because his taunt is in the way, and I have to kill the taunt first. So instead I'm just going to summon a few creatures.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Meaning I now have definite tactical superiority on the battlefield. And I suspect I should really destroy his taunt. And then I'm sacrificing my boars to kill his Berserker. Because the problem is, if a priest uses the Berserker, he can kind of get it damaged a little bit, make him stronger, and then heal him using his ability. So it's potentially a very threatening card. Okay, and he plays the Core Hound, which is and there we go, I get my own Berserker. The Hound is very powerful. As you see, it has 9 attack, but only 5 defense, so that's not that much. And it's not a taunt. And now, at this point, you kind of could start calculating a little bit. He still has cards in his hand, so it's not going to work that well, but I have this Stormwind Champion, which gives all my other minions +1/+1. Which I'm going to play at any...
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I'm definitely going to play that one, basically. And I could now calculate. He does not have a taunt, so I could attack him directly, dealing 9 damage with this, 8 damage with this, 2 with this, so that's 19. He would be down to 4 health. Down there you see his health, and down there's mine, by the way. Down to 4 health, and all my creatures will live. Next turn he could destroy one of my creatures with the Core Hound. But he would also have to put down quite a few other creatures in order to avoid being killed by my onslaught. So I'll actually try that out. And now we see his reaction. He had to put down a taunt, but that one itself is not going to be enough. And he just fired a shot, so I think that's it. Yeah. I didn't even know I was going to draw the deadly shot. That obviously makes it a little easier. But I don't even need it. I could just attack his taunt with the lion and kill it, and then kill him with the Frostwolf Warlord. But just for fun, I'm going to use the deadly shot, since I actually paid Arcane Dust to make it. And then I'm going to crush him. And there we go. I get some experience for that battle. As a reward, I get a nice little card. And I get that as a reward for leveling up, actually. And that was it for this match, and I'll record another one right away.